Even if you have to evict somebody, it can be done compassionately.
Hmm.
It can be done with, "I'm sorry it had to be this way. I really wish you the best of luck."
That's an excellent point.
Because you really have to remember, we're dealing with people's lives.
Yeah.
It's not just the rent. This is where it goes sleeping. Uh,
Well, I haven't done property management myself. I have represented investors that have bought and sold properties.
sure.
And there is that instance sometimes where they inherit a squatter
Mm,
or somebody who the previous seller said was paying rent, but hadn't had paid rent for years.
It's all the time.
Yeah. And my advice is always to do what you just said, go with compassion and offer them what we call cash for keys and a small amount to help them get set up in their next place of their next home. And I wish them luck so we can get in there and renovate and make the property attractive for a new tenant.
Look, if it's a good person who experienced, let's say, a permanent income loss, they were a couple,
Mhm.
somebody left, somebody passed away, they can't afford it anymore. One of the nicest things you can do is put them in a place they can afford.
Yeah.
You know,
Someone like you with
they can't be feeling
1,700
too good
units.
about their situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You probably you play the nutshell game, but you move them around.
it's what's a right fit.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say, four-person family and they need a three-bedroom or four-bedroom house, but then two of them leave and
Right.
they're still in and trying to pay for that three or four-bedroom house, who will we help?
No, that makes sense.
If they can't afford it, you're not helping them, and
Yeah.
eventually it's gonna become a problem, you're not helping the landlord.
Right.
So, what wanna deal with it in the very beginning as soon as the problem happens and say, "Listen, I know you like this four-bedroom house, but maybe this two-bedroom apartment that's $700 a month cheaper is just a much better fit for you right now. You can always upsize again in the future. But once your credit's bad, once you have an eviction on your record, it becomes much tougher."
Yeah, absolutely. This is all great advice for tenants. I want to talk a little bit more about the investors and the owners, then the landlord.
Sure.
Um, who is somebody that is like your perfect customer, right? Is the one guy with one property, is that somebody that should be calling Arnie Miller, or is it just somebody who has multiple properties that really needs help?
So in all honest answer, it's gonna say I don't know how to say it and not in the I'm gonna try and say it in the nicest possible ways. It really depends on how much time they have. How much
Okay.
time they need, I should say. How much time they need from me.
Okay.
Most of my clients, my average client probably owns 25 to 30 units at a
Okay.
guest. And we have many that have many more. Now that's not to say we don't have clients that have one unit. We do,